What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Monster Man back with another video. You know what I'm saying? Like, comment, and subscribe. Please subscribe because I really wanted to go live tonight and talk about these things. But I got to get to a certain amount of subs. So just hit the sub button because I want to go live. I want to interact with y'all. I want to go live every night. We're going to have a show for us every night. I don't know what time I'm going to do it. It's probably going to be a little later. You know what I'm saying? In the evening because I work. I'm just like y'all. I gotta go to work. So it'll probably be a little later in the evening. And also, I want to go live. I'm gonna get a phone set up so y'all can call, ask questions, and I want to be able to interact with y'all. We can discuss this stuff, and this is gonna be a platform for the people. We need something for the people who actually live in America. You know what I'm saying? The real America. These entertainers, these people on TV don't live in the same America we live in. We live in a real America, and we need something for real American people. We live in America for real, and we the people who got to deal with this. Not these people on TV. Us. Then this gonna be for us. Hit that sub button, man, so I can get my subs up, so I can start going live, and we can really get everything going. I feel like this is what I have to do, and I feel like something's telling me to do this, so I'm doing this. So, basically, what I want to talk about tonight is I want to talk about. I'm quite sure everyone is familiar with Kyrie Irving going live yesterday and voicing his opinion on things, and just kind of clearing his name. You know, and he was saying, you know, that no, he's not against people who are vaccinated. He's not against people who are not vaccinated. You know, if you're vaccinated, that's you. Live your life. It's your choice. Hey, live your life. If you're not, that's your choice. Live your life. You know, he was saying that it shouldn't be a divide. You know, he was just basically talking about how they're painting him as this villain. He didn't even came out of his mouth and really said nothing himself. It's just all he say, and it's just media building this thing up about him, trying to destroy him, and he ain't even had a chance to say nothing. So he came out yesterday on Instagram Live. I think it did about a 20-minute live, and kind of stated his position. You know, calling everybody, you know, clowns and puppets and cowards. Same thing I was saying, the same thing everybody else feel, all the real people who feel away. And he was just saying that they're trying to control his voice. You know, they're speaking for him, and he ain't even said nothing. And they're trying to paint him as this villain. They're trying to villainize and demonize Kyrie Irving. And he ain't even said nothing. And today, Stephen A. and the First Take, everybody reacted to his IG Live. And they had opinions about it. And, you know, I seen Stephen A. put a video up yesterday when he was like, you know, I'm not even gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna wait until tomorrow. And he want us to play what he said on his live on the show, and that's what we gonna do. It's like it looked like they trying to destroy him. And Stephen A. But anyway, man. So what we gonna do tonight is I'm finna play the audio. We're gonna sit here and listen to it, and I'm gonna give y'all my opinion on it. Y'all can put in the comments how y'all feel about it. We finna go over this stuff, man. We finna do this. Alright, so yeah, hit the sub button, man. We trying to go up. I'm trying to do this for y'all. We need a real voice. I want to be a real voice for us, for American people, for the real people that live in America. That's what I mean. Like, we need a voice. That's what I want to be, and I want to do that for y'all. Hit that sub button, man. We gonna go up, and we gonna get out. We gonna be heard. We gonna be heard. So I'm gonna play this video, audio of it, and we're gonna hear what he's saying. I'm gonna react. Let's do it.
What's your reaction to Kyrie's message?
Well, I think it's all over the place. But I want to make sure I take the position, and producers, leave Kendrick Perkins and Jay Williams up on the screen because I want to see them when I'm talking to them, and I'm talking to America here. You know, Jay and I. First of all, Jay and I are fine for those fools out there that think we got a problem. They don't realize we brothers. They don't understand. You understand? So we can have disagreement, but we good. Here's the thing that people are not getting, and I want to make sure that I'm clear about. I am no anti-vaxxer. I have been vaccinated. Jay's been vaccinated. I think Kendrick Perkins, I know you have. And we...
Anti-vaxxer? Is that what they labeling people as? The anti-vaxxers? Stephen A. Smith just an idiot, bro. He's just an idiot. He's just a fucking idiot. He just... Why would you come out your mouth and label people anti-vaxxers? We're not anti-vaxxers. What is... Let's just continue, man. Why would you label people that?
All believe you should get vaccinated. But I am no anti-vaxxer. Let me be very, very clear about that. I have an issue with Kyrie Irving. And by the way, as I tried to say yesterday, but I'll say today, it ain't about the vaccine. It's about what I label to be his selfishness when it comes to being
it's all about the vaccine. That's what it's
Kevin
about.
Durant, James Harden, and the rest of the crew with the Brooklyn Nets. That is the issue for me. If you don't want to take the vaccine, that's your choice.
Nobody care about you.
You are absolutely right. It's a personal choice, and it's other people's choice to react whatever way they want to. I choose to focus on a couple of things here. Kyrie Irving has been in this league for damn near 10 years, if I remember correctly, about 10 years now. He's played over 70 games 3 times. This is the same Kyrie Irving that got hurt before the global pandemic became official, essentially, and before the season was brought to a halt. When the season was scheduled to resume in a bubble, he was a vice president in a players association who had encouraged people not to participate and play in Orlando in the bubble. But he did so on his own without talking to CP3 and them and letting them know what his position was going to be publicly. They had to find out like the rest of us. He didn't play then. Then he's...
What that got to do with this? What do any of that got to do with this? That don't even... It's not even the same thing. They're trying to villainize. They're trying to make him a villain. They're trying to make him a demon. They're trying to turn him into public enemy number 1. Y'all hear this? This is what they're trying to do. They trying to destroy Kyrie Irving, man. Because he want to stand up for people. Stephen A. This is equivalent to the shut up and dribble thing. They just want him to shut up, get the shot, and play basketball. ESPN and First Take is the new... They're the spearhead of shut up and dribble. That's what this sound like to me. No support for him at all. They're just making him a villain. We're going to continue to play this. Let's play this.
Go on. So you take into account he got hurt and had only played 20 games. He got hurt. Season gets halted. What does he do? He comes back 10 months later. 10 months after the season was resumed in December. Another season, started in December. And 2 weeks in, 7 games into the season, Kyrie Irving needs a break, disappears for personal reasons, initially didn't tell the coach or anybody else, okay? Knew he was supposed to come back, got caught partying with his sister, you understand what I'm saying? And at a party, all right, where you were exposed to all of that contact tracing and stuff like that, where KD even had to be pulled from some games because accidentally or whatever.
They got nothing to do with this.
He could have potentially been exposed. So you have all of these things going on.
They paint him.
My point is transition that to where we are now. And where we are now is yet another reason why Kyrie Irving isn't playing basketball. KD is in Brooklyn because of you. James Harden, to a lesser degree, is in Brooklyn because of you. You helped bring these brothers together. And that's where I'm coming from. It is my belief. I'm not trying to say forget the vaccine because I understand that's a part of this discussion. Again, but what I'm focusing on...
But you just said forget the vaccine earlier.
Focusing on about Kyrie Irving.
But now you're not saying
I believe you helped assemble all of this. And you've left these dudes hanging. Yet again. Now, we can sit up there and say this has nothing to do with everything else that's going on in this past.
It don't.
But the one consistent common denominator that is inescapable is A, Kyrie Irving is a distraction. B, it usually involves him missing time on the job, which he signed up to do, which he encouraged other people to do, which he's getting $35 million a year to play. These are all the things that I'm pointing to. And that's where I want to go from there before we even get into what he said last night. Floor is yours.
All right, man. Let me just jump in here. So he was saying like Kyrie Irving is the reason why Kevin Durant and James Harden are in Brooklyn. That's true. That's probably that's more than that's true. I agree with that what he said, but he's saying it like it's the worst thing in the world that ever happened to him. And they're in Brooklyn because of you, bro. I'm quite sure James Harden and Kevin Durant will be okay. They'll be okay. They're okay. They're good. We don't have to worry about Kyrie. We don't have to worry about Kevin Durant and James Harden. We don't. Why should we be worried about them? When there's people in America going through real things behind it. That's what Kyrie Irving is thinking about. They'll be okay. But there are people who are losing their jobs who need a voice. Okay, there are things that are more important in this than the Brooklyn Nets. And that's Kyrie Irving's stance. And Stephen A. Smith is acting like he don't get that. But I know he get that. He's a puppet though. But he's coming from an angle like he owns the Brooklyn Nets or like he works for the NBA. Like, are you working for these people? You sound like you're working for them. Like, no matter what happens and no matter how he feels personally, he's supposed to do whatever they say. Like this nigga, you saying the N word. I don't like saying the N word, but it be slipping. Stephen A. Smith is gone, man. An idiot. He sit up there on TV and talk like he's smart and intelligent, and he's an idiot. Book knowledge don't mean you really smart. You just got book knowledge. You just read books. You're not intelligent. You're book smart. There's a difference. Common sense, intelligence, you're born with that. Book smart is you just been reading books and you just been taking all the information that you've been reading and you got that. That's what he is. He's book smart, but he's an idiot. A book smart idiot. Let's continue to. I think we're gonna continue to play this. Let me see.
Well, you know what? Here's the thing, right? We all have our rights, and everybody have the freedom to do whatever they want with
Another
their
idiot.
body. But Stephen A., you made one word stand out to me just now. Clear. And you have certain people that go on here and say, you know what? Kyrie Irving is a version of Colin Kaepernick. No, the hell he's not. Because Colin Kaepernick made it very, very clear.
I was one of the people who said that. So I said that. Now, what I did is I put a comment on the video, the first take video where it was talking about Kyrie Irving. And what I said was, I said they're trying to treat Kyrie Irving the same way they're trying to treat Colin Kaepernick. And I said, now Colin Kaepernick is a hero. That's what I said. I didn't say he was just like Colin Kaepernick. I said y'all trying to treat him the same way y'all treated Colin Kaepernick. Colin Kaepernick was trying to stand up for people who've been killed by the police for nothing. And they had an attitude with him. They was trying to villainize him for standing up for people. The same way they're doing this to Kyrie Irving. It's the same thing. It's the same thing they tried to do to Muhammad Ali back in the day when he didn't want to go to war. They tried to draft him in the army. How you going to draft Muhammad Ali in the damn army and have him go over there and fight in the army? He didn't go. No, Muhammad Ali told them, he said, why would I go over there and fight them? You're my enemy. Muhammad Ali said that. They tried to draft him. And then when he didn't go, they suspended him for boxing, and then they wouldn't let him get a job nowhere. They wouldn't let him work. Same way trying to let people get jobs nowhere for not getting this needle in their arm. They didn't want him to get no money. They wanted him to starve and die the same way they want us to starve and die with nothing. And then he was making money because he was going around talking in churches and he was getting donations from the people who was attending the churches. That's how he was making money. Muhammad Ali. They try to destroy him the same way. They're not the same, but they're trying to treat him the same way. That's what I was saying. I didn't say he was like Colin Kaepernick. Kyrie Irving does some thing in the past who we all probably don't agree with. Okay, fine, but not this. This ain't that. Don't try to bring up all what's going on in the past and try to make it equivalent and try to bash him today like we shouldn't pay him no attention or we should throw everything he doing out the window. No, we're not doing that. We're not gonna do that. Nah. Stephen A. Smith is a coward. Kyrie Irving want to stand up for people and Stephen A. Smith is trying to villainize him for it. Because you want to be a voice for the voiceless. Yeah. That's how he feel. He want to help people. He don't need to help Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. I mean, and James Harden. They rich. They'll be okay. Trust me. I don't think we need to be worried about Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. I really don't. I think they'll be fine. Let's play this because Kendrick Perkins talking about. Let's play it.
Where he stands, okay, or where he stood for us with the NFL. I don't know where Kyrie Irving stands. He's all over the place, as you would say. But I'm gonna tell you this.
So this is what Kyrie Irving was. I'm not against people. I think I said this already. I'm gonna say it again because he act like he didn't hear it, and I want to make sure we all hear it because I want everybody to be, have a clear understanding about what Kyrie Irving is doing here. He's trying to be a hero. He's trying to do something, and even though he's not coming out publicly and saying that he don't believe in, I don't think he believe in COVID. I don't think Kyrie Irving believe in it, but he's in the NBA, so he can't really just come out and say it because he has to be politically correct. He can't be too much. He can't do that. So he's not going to come out and say it. But it was something what Stephen A. Smith was talking about earlier. He was partying with his sister. He wasn't wearing a mask when he was partying with his sister. I don't know if I remember that, but he had no mask on. Kyrie Irving don't believe in this stuff. You know what I'm saying? He don't believe it's real. And that's why they're trying to get him. But let me get back. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh yeah, his stance. Sorry. His stance is I'm not against people who aren't vaccinated. I'm not against people who aren't. I'm not against people who aren't vaccinated, and I'm not against people who are vaccinated. I'm for everybody. Everybody should have the opportunity to do whatever they want to do. That's his position. He was saying, do you think I want to give up this money? Do you think I want to do this? I don't want to give up my dream. But if I have to, then I will. That's where he's standing. He don't want to lose his money. But he was told that he would be exempt from this COVID, this vaccination shot. And now things have changed, and they changed their position. And they say, no, you're going to get vaccinated. So he's changing his position and saying, no, I'm not. And he said, but no, he didn't change his position. They changed their position. He didn't change his. But let's play it.
I'm watching IG Live. I'm watching some of the former brotherhood, NBA brotherhoods, and they said, go Kyrie. Oh, yeah, you're doing the right thing. I stand with Kyrie. But guess what? It's another brother that's in the NBA, that's in Minnesota, that lost 6 family members, including his mama, God rest her soul, by the name of Karl Anthony Towns. And he made it very, very clear to everybody when he stood with this vaccination. And he told people, go get vaccinated. You want to know something?
So we should listen to Karl Anthony Towns instead of listening to ourselves? Rest in peace to his people who passed. And it was supposedly from COVID. Rest in, my condolences. But That don't mean I have to go. That don't mean he got to go out and get a shot. That don't mean he have to do that. What does it say he has to do it because that's how he feels? That's what happened to him. That's what you went through. I know people that get shot. That don't mean I'm not going to go back outside and live my life. People get killed. I know stuff that happen to people every day, but it didn't change me. I can't be scared. I'm not gonna be scared. You can't use a scare tactic on me. That's what they're trying to do. They want you to think you're gonna die, and the worst thing gonna happen to you if you don't get it. And it ain't even that. That ain't the worst thing that's gonna happen to you if you don't get it. The worst thing is they're gonna take everything from you if you don't get it. That's the fear. They're trying to scare you even more. They're using scare tactics. That's the devil. The devil wants you to be scared. They want to rule over y'all with fear. And Kyrie Irving ain't scared.
And I saw what Karl Anthony Towns went through. That's what made me choose a side. And my thing is with Kyrie Irving, yes, it is your body. But tell me, what are you standing for? Make it clear to me. Because
it's clear.
IG Live yesterday, it wasn't clear. And it's not clear to this day. It's still not clear today.
To this day. Like it was 2 months ago. It's still not clear to this day.
What to do.
Idiot. These idiots on
give
TV.
Us some clarification.
ESPN.
And by the way, the media, right? The media. Oh man, y'all always want to point me out. You're a superstar, Kyrie. When you sign up to go to the NBA, you sign up for the media. Media comes with it. We applaud you when you stand on the front line and you do things in the community. Of course, if you don't get vaccinated, it's going to be a story and we're going to talk about it. Hello, you are in the NBA.
It could be a story and you could talk about it, but you don't have to disrespect him and demonize him for it. You could talk about it, sure. That's okay. You could talk about it. That don't mean you got to disrespect him and diminish his character because he don't want to get the shot. Just talk about it. See how they're trying to mix it. They're trying to mold her. They're trying to control the way you think. Be a free thinker. These guys is idiots. Don't be stupid. Think for yourself. Because don't nobody care about you like you do. You have to wake up. You have to go through what you go through. You got to do this. They don't got to do this. That's how I'm saying I'm starting this channel because we really live in America. They don't live in America, these people on TV. Stephen A. and Kim, they don't live in the same America we live in. We really live in America. We got to deal with this stuff. They rich and they well off and they don't have to do this stuff we got to do. We live in America for real. And that's who Kyrie Irving's standing up for. They're everyday people like us, and I applaud him. They're trying to tear him down for it. They're not with us. He is.
All of it. So, just me personally, look, Kyrie can do whatever the hell he wants with his body. All I'm saying was that it wasn't clear, and it's still not clear. I don't know where he stands, and I don't know what he's trying to accomplish.
Of course you don't, because you're stupid. So we're going to go to another one, man. I seen another video where Jason Williams gave a response. So let's go to that one. If I could find it. And I didn't really see the one Jason Williams did. But somebody told me he did one. They seen one of his, so I'm looking for that. I'm going to play that. I want to see what Jason Williams had to say. This might be it. Let's turn the volume down. No music, please. Yeah, Jason Williams. I want to see what Jason Williams had to say. I mean, somebody got to be real. Somebody...
I've been built, if I was still as an athlete, is that sometimes when people say negative things, those become headliners for me, right? That's what motivates me. Now, I'm not saying Kyrie has the right to criticize people, But at the same time, people criticize him. So this is what happens. You start having these back and forths because he feels like he's been dismantled to a degree. I think Kyrie is right in his stance if that's what he believes. And I think he has every right to do it on his own timetable, Key.
No, and he does. And the one thing that I've always
Okay.
been against as a professional athlete, or even now working in this space covering sports, I don't like when people assume this is what you're thinking.
Exactly.
Just because I'm not doing as you said on your timetable, because I didn't respond to what you wanted me to respond to in a timely fashion, you then try to assassinate my character or allow people to assassinate my character because I'm not speaking at the time that you want me to speak about something. So you try to find a narrative and shift it so it benefits you and degrades me and make me look bad. But yet and still, all I'm doing is sitting back and watching you make yourself look like a buffoon, because when I drop the bomb on you, just like Kyrie did last night, you now got to try to figure out how to backpedal and shake it up and find another narrative to try to figure out, okay, well, I need to make myself look better now because Kyrie said what he said last night. So all the people that have been out there bashing Kyrie about his decision to not be vaccinated, they say, well, it's about the money. Well, Kyrie already said it ain't about the money.
Ain't about the money.
Well, he done his teammates. Well, his teammates and him and the people that matter in the building already had the conversation as to when he's going to join the team and what it takes to join the team. So he already knows all that. Just because the outside world doesn't know and really wants to know, and they can't find out what the truth is, it's almost like they get fixated on just saying stuff, throwing it against the wall, and it's not right. When he's ready to talk, when he's ready to express his true feelings, like he did in his IG post, then you will know. And it's only right to give him that opportunity.
Don't give him a chance
as long
to
as
talk.
He knows, which I believe, based on the information that I got from him, that he understands there are consequences, and that consequence is you can't play with the Brooklyn Nets until you take care of the business that they've asked you to take care of to be able to join your teammates to try and get a championship. So I'm okay with what he said. I like what he said. It's stand up, and I'm moving on from it. I ain't got time to be trying to pick apart what Kyrie's talking about any further.
There you go.
Well, I hear what you guys are saying. And ideally, people could take their own time.
There you go.
Download the Domino's app today and become.
There you go. Keyshawn Johnson, Jason Williams. Respect that man. What's up with Kendrick Perkins and Stephen A. Smith and them? What's up with y'all? What is y'all?
Being spoken to through the prism of Kyrie decision. This would affect him in his career. He stated that at the beginning of the season, he was ready to play. And then due to municipalities, things had changed. And I think one of the things that kind of elevated the conversation yesterday, Stephen A., was that everybody wants Kyrie Irving to be on their timeline. They want him to be on their timetable. Well, he's not answering things fast enough. And as much as we're talking about the past history, and look, that's a completely different conversation, Stephen A., I am with you. There are a lot of questionable decisions. You know, I'm sitting up here with a Duke Brotherhood jacket on. I've been objective on your platform and others about some of the decisions Kyrie has made.
Same thing I said.
It relates to this particularly. I think this is an unprecedented nature.
It's different.
And I'm okay with Kyrie taking his time to make this decision. He never said he was anti-vax. He never said he was pro-vax. He said he's trying to figure it out. Once again, I think there's something important about somebody trying to take their time to figure this out. You can go and talk to me about science and all the other things. I just think it's important for Kyrie to do what Kyrie needs to do for Kyrie to make the best decision. But it does feel like he has become the face of how people want to chastise those who are unvaccinated. And that's what happens when people who feel like they're being spoken to through the prism of Kyrie Irving, that creates this snowball effect. And I think that's what happens when there's venom that's being thrown. So for Kyrie in this particular situation, once again, I state, I do think he made himself clear. He stated he was unvaxxed. And some things aren't unclear, right? Like, he isn't clear about what his status is going to be with the Brooklyn Nets, because you can't be clear, because you don't know if the municipalities will change in time. You don't know what further.
That's why he said he's not retiring.
Vaccine in time. Maybe he will make his
Jason Williams get it. I like Jason Williams.
Jay, when you refer to the timeline, we have a ticker on our screen earlier. The NBA season tips off in 5 days. We're not making up some timeline. The NBA season starts. They're the favorites to win the chip. And he's saying, I'm not retiring and I'm not giving this game up for the vaccine. Okay, then what are you doing? Are you playing or not? That's what.
If Molly don't shut the fuck, he don't. Who you think you was gonna give somebody 5 days? You ain't Molly. You mean nothing. You mean what you think you mean to Kyrie Irving? You mean nothing to Kyrie Irving. He ain't on your. What you mean you got a clock on ESPN? What ESPN got to do with him and the Brooklyn Nets? Nothing. The season starts and he can take it. They don't want you to be free. They want you to do what somebody else telling you to do. He can do it. He can take as long as he want to take, man. And they made Andrew Wiggins get the shot, and he probably felt terrible about it. I know he didn't want to get that shot. That's not fair.
We want to know.
Okay.
So it's not this. It's not that we're creating. The media is creating a timeline. We're talking about him for no reason. We want to know: is he going to be out there on the court for Nets game 1?
Ain't none of your business.
Here's the thing. The thing is that the whole IG live in my
Molly, you got nothing to do with him.
Was
nothing.
When he went from talking about
y'all got that research. That's the thing. Before, y'all don't mean nothing to him. I'm quite sure he's expressed it to y'all in the past, man. Stephen A. When he left Cleveland, I remember he was saying that. Y'all don't mean nothing. This don't mean. Why is it always? He could do what he want to do. Why do he got to be a slave? Why are they trying to make him? Why are they trying to make him be a slave? Not even a slave, but why are they trying to make him? But it's like a slave. Like, he's not a slave, but the way they're talking, it's like they want him to be a slave to the NBA. He don't have to dedicate his whole life to the NBA if he don't want to. He don't have to do that. He's got 5 days. Molly, shut the fuck up. Shut up. Shut up.
He did his IG live. And then he went to talking about he's being the voice for the voiceless. And then he comes on the IG live and says, he still loved the game of basketball. He's not retiring. You know what it's setting it up for? It's setting it up for when he does get vaccinated and he comes back to the Brooklyn Nets.
That is the way I try to
look hypocritical. That's what it's setting it up for.
Hypocritical
That's what
about
that IG
what?
Live was for yesterday. To set it up so that when he does decide to return and get vaccinated, he won't look hypocritical.
Well, let me tell you where I think Kyrie was successful last night. And when he didn't say anything before last night, looked successful. He's painted himself
Perkins is a stupid person
because he is willing to stand up for his individual rights. He didn't know one thing he said that was very important that I actually
Sam Jackson from Django.
He came in, he worked out, he was ready to play, he was in shape, he was ready to go for the season, and then the mandate came down from New York City. I think right now it's in New York, LA, San Francisco. I think there's another city, I think maybe New Orleans or somebody, but I'm not sure. But the point is that that's it. And there is a legitimate question as to why all these other cities haven't adopted the same mandate and stuff, but that's a subject for another day. When he said that the mandate came down, he didn't know that he wouldn't be able to play. They were initially told that they would be able to play even if they were not vaccinated. They would just have to go through extensive testing.
Yeah.
He was fine with that.
Yeah.
Here's where...
Why is it an issue with that? He ain't had it yet. He ain't had a chance. A lot of people ain't never had this. Ain't nobody had this. A lot of people ain't never had it because they wearing masks and they being safe. Why can't people live their life that way? Why people can't make a choice of how they live their life without you taking everything from them? Why you want people to get this free shot that don't even help? It don't even cure it. It's not even a cure. They're trying to make you get something that's not even a cure. People still catching COVID and dying from it. Let's just play it because I don't want to have this video be too long. But yeah, I wanted to go live for y'all, man. I want this to be a live show. I wanted to do calls. I wanted to hear y'all. Hit the sub button. I gotta get my subs up so I can start going live. And we can talk. We can go back and forth. Y'all can call in. I'm gonna get a number set up. We gonna do this for us, man. I'm gonna be a voice. I feel like this is what I need to do.
One, when you were talking to some kids in the off season, you weren't wearing a mask. When you were partying with your sister during the NBA season, when the NBA had strongly discouraged all of that excessive contact because we were still going through the pandemic and things were so up in the air and stuff like that, you didn't listen to that. And then we have to take into account again the history that I brought up. It's one thing after another after another, and the biggest thing for me is when you're gone for 10 months,
this guy,
and 2 weeks in, you suddenly need a personal day.
That got nothing to do with this.
For 10 months, I don't know how much more glaring that can be. So he's got,
like I said, he talked like he worked for them. He worked for them. Stephen A. Smith working for them.
Spoken to cats that are
really
close to him in the NBA.
He's working for them,
including coaches. I mean, Kyrie's got a lot of love.
What coaches got to do with it?
Deserved because he's not a bad guy at all.
He's making his own personal decision, man. You can't sit up and say something that you talk to the coaches. That's like if I was in the NFL, you can't sit up and say, "Well, the coaches, it's his. He got personal things going on. If that's what he want to do, that's what he want to do. If you don't like it, get rid of him." Obviously, he don't care. He don't care. He's willing to deal with the consequences. He's willing to deal with it. He don't care. He don't care. He don't care.
But here's the problem, Jay.
And I'm coming directly to you with this. Like he needs to care.
There is an air about Kyrie.
Why do he need to care?
Intellectually, in his mind,
life is not about the NBA. It's not about the NBA.
And those who disagree with him are here. And when he talks, he sees himself as being totally right. And in the end, it comes down to being just about him. And my response to that is, nah, bro. Not when you've assembled what you assembled in Brooklyn. Forget the vaccine for a second. You assembled this. You and I both know.
There you go again saying forget the vaccine.
We know a bunch of brothers in the NBA, Molly, that wanted no parts of the vaccine. They did not want to take it.
I didn't want to take the vaccine, but I felt I had to.
So you're right. But what I'm saying is, it's a
because you scared.
But
because you were a little weak
because they understood what the responsibility was.
Why you feel like you had to do something that you didn't have to do?
Or it was going to be very inconvenient for them if they didn't play. And I'm saying, if you brought the team together, that's my issue. He brought them together, and he ain't there. That's it.
Listen, if I'm Brooklyn, I'm grateful for Kyrie Irving coming to my team because he the reason why we got Kevin Durant and James Harden. I'm grateful. Thank you, Kyrie Irving, for getting us these guys on our team. Thank you. Why should they be mad at him? They should be kissing his ass because he got Kevin Durant there. Why he got it? Listen, man, the video been going on for 40 minutes. If y'all still rocking, man, I'm coming back tomorrow. I'm doing another video. Hit the sub button, man. I got to get my subs up because I want to go live every night. That's what I want to do. We need a live show, no edits. No edits, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? We finna... Nothing. No edit or nothing there. We We need something for us. This for us, man. It's gonna be ours. For real. Hit that subscribe button, man. Please. Hit that subscribe button, man. Tell everybody. Listen, if y'all got videos y'all want me to react to, you can DM me on Instagram or just comment here. DM me, show them to me on Instagram. I got an Instagram. It's loud_cloud_TV. Loud Cloud TV, same thing. Hit me over there, man. If you see this, I'm coming back tomorrow, man. I'm coming back. Tomorrow we talking about. I want to dig deeper into that Superman and Dave Chappelle stuff. Ridiculous. And I also want to dive deeper into some other things going on in this country that need to be discussed. I want to enlighten people about some of this, what the company doing. I mean, not company, but what this country doing behind your back that you don't know about. We're in debt, and they destroying us. America's gonna fall. I'm telling you, it's gonna fall. It's gonna fall, and that's why they want to get this Bitcoin, because the U.S. dollar is worthless. Cryptocurrency is gonna take over this U.S. dollar. The greenbacks, that's gone. It's gonna be gone. Yep. If you're smart, get you some crypto. But anyway, man, listen, I'll be back tomorrow. Thank you for watching, man. Hit the sub button. You know what I'm saying? And peace.